Good morning. So yesterday we have discussed about the factors which is used in any open loop transfer function. That is four factors which we have discussed. One is the system gain key. That's what system gain k. So then we use the poles are zeros at origin. Poles are zeros at origin. Then we used one more is called as simple pole. Use the simple pole or simple and or zero, simple zeros. Then finally quadratic pole. So these are the factors which we have uh, discussed yesterday. For any open loop transfer function, these are the four factors which are present in the open loop transfer function. So we'll discuss one by one how to construct the Bode plot for these standard factors. For these standard factors. So Bode plot for these standard factors. What are those standard factors? First one is we take the system gain. System gain. So in this, for any factor which you are going to draw, so Bode plot, say Bode plot is going to Bode plot, we are using the system gain k. Any Bode plot has to follow the steps. Any Bode plot has to follow these steps. One is first one is replace S by j omega, because we are using the frequency response analysis. So we use the j omega. Replace the S wherever S is there, wherever the variable S is there, that has to be replaced by j omega. That has to be replaced by j omega. Second one, find its magnitude. After replacing it, find the magnitude in terms of omega. In terms of omega. Then third one, we need to express this magnitude. Express magnitude in decibels. In decibels. How to apply? How to do this in the expression of magnitude in decibels? By applying 20 log to the magnitude. That is mod of g of j omega and h of j omega. So if I apply this, then it will be given in terms of decibels. And fourth one, so this is about talks about these two or talks about the magnitude calculation. Next is fourth one is phase angle. So we are going to calculate the phase angle. Phase angle. So phase angle pi we are going to calculate in degrees by using the tan inverse of imaginary part divided by real part. That is tan inverse y by x, we told, that is imaginary part divided by real part. We are going to find out in terms of degrees. In terms of degrees. Now, this is about the calculation of phase angle. That is, here we are calculating the magnitude, and here we are calculating the phase angle. And finally, plot the magnitude and as well as phase angle against the log omega. Plot magnitude versus log omega, phase angle versus log omega. that is omega varying from 0 to infinity, varying from 0 to infinity. So omega is varied from 0 to infinity. So based on that, we are going to plot the Bode plot. So this is for any factor which I'm going to talk about here now. So we'll be using these four steps. These four steps. So assuming that the system, that is C of S, H of S, open loop control system is having only this system gain K. Say for example, it has only the factor K. So K, in the sense it is a constant, that will be written as K plus J0. So replace S by j omega, that is g of j omega h of j omega equal to k plus j0. So this is replaced. We have done the first step. We have done the first step, that is here. Next is what? Find its magnitude. So I need to find out the magnitude. So I can use this magnitude. We have the equation, that is mod of g of j omega h of j omega is equal to mod of k plus j0, which is equal to square root of k square plus 0 square, then it is equal to k units. Find its magnitude in terms of omega, but here omega is not s, so we'll be getting the magnitude in terms of this, and then express magnitude in this decibels by applying what? 20 log. So what I'm doing is 20 log of mod of g of j omega h of j omega is equal to 20 log. What is the mod of this value we got? Mod of g is nothing but we got as k units. So this will become 20 log k. 20 log k. So log, in the sense it is, the base is going to be 10. Base is going to be 10. So 20 log k is, it is now, it is in terms of decibels. It is in terms of decibels. That is third step is over. Now I need to calculate the phase angle. Next calculation is phase angle. So how to calculate the phase angle? That is angle of g of j omega h of j omega. That is nothing but angle of the variable rectangular coordinates, that is angle of k plus j0, which is equal to tan inverse of 0 by k. Imaginary part by real part. Tan inverse 0 is 0 degrees. Tan inverse 0 is 0 degrees. So it means that I have calculated the magnitude and I have calculated the phase angle for the given standard factor, that is system gain k. So when I'm trying to, now the next step is, after calculation of phase angle, is we have to do the plot of the given open loop transfer function. We need to calculate the magnitude of the g of s and h of s, then phase angle of the g of s and h of s. Then with respect to log omega, we need to plot the graph. Now, how to plot this, we'll discuss now. So I need to have to vary the omega from 0 to infinity. So assume that I'm plotting the both in the same, that is, I mean, angle as well as so first I'll take the 0 dB. Say it is 0 dB, and I'll be taking 20 dB, and this is say minus 20 dB. Okay, so then 40 dB, like that I'll be taking. Then so this is the 0 dB line. This is the 0 dB line. Of course, I use the very small thin line, and this is, say for example, log omega line. This is say log omega line, which is with respect to omega, and this is say magnitude. This is say magnitude I want to plot here. So which I have got 20 log k. So k is nothing but it is constant. So as the omega is varied, the omega is varied from 0 to infinity. So it is, if you look at that, it is irrespective of omega, because it is independent of omega. So omega is not present in this magnitude calculation. So I can say that it is independent. So as omega is maybe of any value, so I will be giving zero point 0.1 as the starting point and zero point 0.1 to infinity. Even though it vary from zero point 0.1 to infinity, 20 log k line is a constant value of, say for example, k is 10. K is 10 in the sense log 10 base 10 is 1, so 20 dB. So it is a constant line of 20 dB for the k is equal to 10. So if the k is greater than 1, the k is greater than 1, so we can say it is always positive. It is always positive and we'll be getting the value which is above 0 dB line. So anywhere on this line, I can represent this is 20 log k line, 20 log k line. If k is greater than 1, if k is less than 1, because if it is less than 1, that is nothing but, say for example, 0.1. 0.1 can be written as 10 to the power of minus 1. 0.1 can be written as 10 to the power of minus 1, then it will become negative, minus 20 dB. So for k, any value of less than 1, that will be giving the line as like this. So it depends on the k value. It depends on the k value. So if k is less than 1, we'll be getting less than 0 dB line. Less than 0 dB line. So if k is greater than 1, above 0 dB line, we'll be getting a parallel line to the log omega axis. Log omega axis. Now when you look at the phase angle in this case, so phase angle is independent of the omega once again. So here it is a 0 degree line. It is a 0 degree line. So it is no need to write also, because but when the k is 0 by k, here k is very important. If the k is positive, that is k is greater than 0. If the k is greater than 0, then you will be getting 0 degrees only. If k is negative, so tan inverse, if it is having the negative, then it will be getting of negative values, that is minus 180 degrees and all. Because for k is less than 0, it will be getting minus 180 degrees. So negative part will be taken into consideration in the inverse trigonometry. Inverse trigonometry, that is tan inverse of 0 by minus k, that is k is less than 1. I'm talking about less than 0. K is less than 0 in the sense it is going to be say minus 1 or minus 10 or minus 5. Whatever the angle you take, that will become minus 180 degrees. Minus 180 degrees. So the k is very important here. If the k is greater than 0, it is always 0. But k is less than 0, then it gives the minus 180 degrees. So I'll try the in the same graph. I'll show the, say, phase angle here. Say this is 0 degrees, and say this is minus 180 degrees, minus 90, say minus 180 degrees. So this is the line where we can draw a phase angle for k is less than 0 in this case. And for k is greater than 0, it will be always a 0. It is always a 0. I can draw. It's always a 0 for k is greater than 0. For k is greater than, it depends on the k value. It depends on the k value. So what is the k value? If it is k is greater than 0, then I can say it is 0 degrees only. If k is less than 0, then we can say it is minus 180 degrees line. So this is how, for a simple factor k, if the g of s and h of s is k, if the g of s and h of s is equal to k, then I can show that this is the Bode plot for the transfer function which is having the system gain k alone. Now we'll go to the second factor which we have discussed. Factor 2, that is the standard factor 2. So standard factor 2 is, which you can say, that is, we have discussed that a pole or 0 at origin. A pole or 0 at origin. So considering pole here, I am considering pole. Okay. So g of s into h of s is equal to, say for example, one pole at origin. One pole at origin. So what I can say it is, if it is one pole at origin, the first any Bode plot should have the 5 simple steps. That is, replace s by j omega, that is replace s by j omega, h of j omega, that is divided by 1 by j omega. Now writing the magnitude, first after replacing the s by j omega, we need to find out the magnitude of this one. So now I'll go with calculation of magnitude calculation, that is mod of g of j omega h of j omega, so which is equal to mod 1 divided by mod of j omega. So mod 1 we know that is equal to 1, and j omega, because 0 real part is 0, 0 plus j omega, root of we are going to get 0 square plus omega square, 0 square plus omega square. So I'll be getting 1 by omega, or omega to the power of minus 1. In terms of omega I got. Okay. Now we need to convert into a decibels by applying 20 log. So 20 log mod of g of j omega, mod of g of j omega h of j omega is equal to, that is 20 log, what is the mod of j omega value which you got is omega to the power of minus 1, omega to the power of minus 1. So it is nothing but minus 20 log omega. It is in decibels, right? So now if we calculate this phase angle, that is phase angle, we are going to get phase angle is second, this is the magnitude, then we can go with the calculation of phase angle. Phase angle. So what is the phase angle calculation which you are going to find out is tan inverse of, we know that angle of g of j omega h of j omega. So we have the equation, that is angle 1 divided by angle j omega, angle 1 by angle j omega. So in this case, angle 1 by angle j omega, which we can take it as angle 1 plus j0, then angle of 0 plus j omega, angle of 0 plus j omega. So here angle 1 plus j0 can be written as tan inverse of 0 by 1, because the value, you know, right, it is a positive, k is greater than 0, and tan inverse of omega by 0. So what we can find out, it is tan inverse 0, and this is why tan inverse of infinity. So tan inverse 0 is 0 degree, and tan inverse infinity is 90 degrees. But in this case, in the rectangular coordinates, rectangular, very important point here, the rectangular coordinate numerator angles, and we can say denominator angles. So in general, the angle, phase angle is calculated is equal to summation of numerator angles minus summation of denominator angles. So based on this, we can write 0 degrees minus 90 degrees. The resultant is going to be minus 90 degrees. The resultant is going to be minus 90 degrees. So if you look at here, we have got is for the standard factor, that is magnitude is minus 20 log omega, and the phase angle is minus 90 degrees. So if you plot this graph, okay, so as we told that, always start with a 0 dB line, then plus 20, then it is plus 40, then say it is minus 20, like this. So here, if you look at, this is the x-axis is log omega and y-axis is magnitude. So this is 0.1. It's not from 0, it's not from, because log 0 is infinity. So that's why we are taking from log 0.1. Omega is 0.1. So now, if you take this magnitude is equal to minus 20 log omega. So if I assume this is magnitude is y and log omega as x, y is equal to m into x, means this represents this value, which is slope. A line, I mean, it is a line equation. This represents the equation of line. This represents the equation of line, which is in terms of y is equal to m into x, which is y is equal to m into x. So if the slope is negative slope, so if the line is like this, means which is increasing trend, then the slope of the line will be taken as positive. If the line is in decreasing trend, the slope of the line will be taken as negative. So if you look at this, this is a negative slope, means it is having the negative form. So if I substitute the omega for the different values of, because omega is for the values of, and what is the magnitude? So for omega is 0.1. If I give the 0.1 in this equation, if I substitute, then minus 20 log 0.1, minus 20 log 0.1. So 0.1 is 10 to the power of minus 1. That minus 1 comes to the before the log term. So minus 20 into minus 1 is plus 20. So plus 20 log 10 base 10 will become plus 20. So for 0.1, it is 20. Means at this particular point, if I plot this magnitude plot for this factor, for the factor of 1 by s, it is going to be plus 20. Then at, say for example, 1, at omega is equal to 1. So when omega is equal to 1, log 1 is 0. So magnitude I am going to get as 0. So at 1, it will be 0 dB. So it is 0 dB. Then I'll be calculating the magnitude at omega equal to 10. At omega equal to 10. If I log 10 base 10 is 1, so minus 20 will become the, at 10 it will become minus 20. So minus 20 will come at this particular point. So if I join this line, that is plus 20 to 0, then to this. So this is the magnitude line. This is the and extend. So this is the magnitude line. So this is the magnitude line. And extend. So this is the magnitude line. Mean for omega is varied from 0 to infinity. From 0 to infinity, this represents the magnitude line. So which has the slope of how much? Minus 20 dB. The slope of this line is going to be, minus 20 dB per decade. Slope of this line is going to be minus 20 dB per decade. So this is one pole at origin. Say for example, for the same, I am going to use, of course, phase angle can be plotted here. So phase angle, it is going to be minus 90 degrees. So here phase angle can be plotted at 0 degrees. Say for example, this is 0 degree. And if I take below, it is minus 90 degree. So it is a constant line, which is phase angle can be represented as constant line of minus 90 degrees. For any value of omega, it is a constant line of. So the phase angle is for, this is one pole at origin. This is one pole at origin. This is for one pole at origin. We have got the phase angle is minus 90 degrees. So in the K, we have both are parallel lines. But in the case of pole at origin, one pole at origin I have taken. So now if I take two poles at origin, means here it is going to be changes, that is S2 S square. So that is, I can write here 1 by S square, that is two poles at origin. If I write two poles at origin, then what will happen? 1 by S square means I can write as j omega, S into S. I can write as say 1 by s into s. So I can write as 1 by j omega into 1 by j omega. So that is I can write mod of j. Once again, one more j omega comment here. Then omega into omega, or we can write as omega to the power of minus 2. So minus 2 in the sense I'll be getting here minus 2. Then it will become minus 40 in decibels. So if it is one pole at origin, it will become minus 20 dB, minus 20 log omega dB. And if it is two poles at origin, it is minus 40 log omega in dB. So minus 20 dB if it is two poles at origin. If it is two poles at origin, it will become minus 40 log omega. So if it is three poles at origin, that is, it will become 1 by s into s into s like this, 1 by j omega. One more, it is going to be mod j omega. So it will become omega to the power of minus 3. Then it will become minus 6. So it is, I can write in a generalized format. I can write it in a generalized format. That is, if one pole at origin, if one pole at origin, I can say the magnitude is minus 20 log omega. If two poles at origin, then magnitude is minus 40 log omega. If three poles are there, then we will be getting minus 60 log omega. So in generalize, if there are p number of poles we have, p number of poles at origin we have, then the magnitude in can be written as minus 20 into p log omega. So the slope of p poles at origin line. So the slope of p poles at origin is nothing but I can write as minus 20 into p, minus 20 into p. So straight away I can plot a graph or magnitude plot in this way. See here, it is a 0 dB line. This is a 0 dB line. If it is minus one pole at origin, so minus 20 dB line means it start from plus 20, because 0.1 if I substitute here, 0.1 if I substitute here, it will become 10 to the power of minus 1, and then it will become positive. So starting point will be the plus 20 onwards, and then it go with the omega n equal to 0 line, of course, and then it is a minus 20 slope line. If it is plus p is equal to 2, then it will be starting from plus 40. It starts from plus 40, then passing through this omega equal to 1 0 line, and it gives the positive slope of plus 40, minus 40, right? Minus 40, and this is a minus 20 slope. So this is about two poles at origin. This is about two poles at origin, and this is about one pole at origin. And if three poles are there, that is in the g of s and h of s function, straight away I can start from plus 60, and then which is passing to the point 1 like this. So it means that it has the three poles at origin, having the slope of minus 60 dB. So this is the slope of minus 40 dB. This is the slope of minus 20 dB. Likewise, depending on the number of poles, at origin, we can straight away start with the starting point. If it is a one pole at origin, starting point will be plus 20 dB, and then two poles at origin start with the plus 40. If three poles at origin start from the plus 60. Likewise, it keep going. Okay. Then we'll go to the phase angle. Such a way we can write the phase angle also in a generalized format for the pole star 0 set origin. So if you look at this phase angle calculation, I have here angle j omega. If there are two are there, then this angle j omega will be, one more will come into the denominator, that is 0 omega like this. So tan inverse omega by 0, one more tan inverse omega by 0 will come, and one more tan inverse infinity. So tan inverse infinity is 90 degrees into 90 degrees, 90 degrees dot 90 degrees. So as we told that this is the equation for calculation of phase angle, that is summation of numerator angles Here only one numerator angle is there, and the summation of denominator. There are two angles are there here. If you look at 90 degrees dot 90 degrees here, two angles are there. So 90 degrees plus one more 90 degrees, one more 90 degrees. So I'll be getting 0 minus of 90 plus 90. It is minus 180 degrees. Means if there are two poles at origin, the phase angle is going to be minus 180 degrees. If three poles are there, minus 270 degrees. So likewise, in similar fashion, yeah, if one pole at origin, one pole at origin, yeah, one pole at origin will be having minus 90 degrees as the phase angle, minus 90 degrees as the phase angle. So one pole at origin, minus 90 degrees is the phase angle. Two poles at origin will be getting minus 180 degrees as the phase angle. Three poles at origin, then we'll be getting minus 270 degrees. So it means that if there are p number of poles at origin, we'll be getting minus 90 degrees into p is the phase angle, Okay. So here, this is the generalized for factor poles at origin. That is, if I draw this phase angle plot, it depends on one pole at origin is minus 90 degrees, two poles at origin minus 180 degrees. Direct straight away you can draw the minus 270 degrees like that. Okay. So based on the number of poles at origin, so we can plot the generalized way, that is minus 90 degrees into P. That is for poles are zeros at origin. Now we'll go to the next, that is, if I have that is zeros at origin, because it is a poles at origin we have discussed, then zeros at origin. See, I'm still in the factor 2, that is zeros at origin means the g of s into h of s will be having like this, s. So then replace s by j omega, that is I'm going to get g of j omega h of j omega, which is equal to j omega. So then find the magnitude. If I find the magnitude, that is mod of g of j omega h of j omega is equal to mod of j omega, which can be written 0 plus j omega, that is nothing but root of 0 square plus omega square, which is equal to omega I'm going to get. It is in terms of omega. Then apply the 20 log to the magnitude, that is mod of g of j omega h of j omega, which is equal to 20 log, the magnitude is omega, 20 log omega. So here, if you look at, this is the equation about the magnitude. So this magnitude is represents say y, then say this as x, then y is equal to mx. It's a positive slope. Positive slope in the sense line will be increasing trend. Whereas in the case of poles, it is a decreasing trend. And then say this is 0.1 and say 1 and say 10. And this is say 0 dB. And if I plot this for omega is equal to 0.1, I'll be getting 20 log 0.1, which is equal to 0.1 can be 10 to the power of minus 1. So minus 20 log 10 base 10, which is equal to minus 20 units. So minus 20 dB I'm going to get, means here minus 20 dB. So this below 0 dB will be having minus 20. Then at 1 it will become 0. At 10 it will become 20 log 10, which is equal to 20. So positive means at 1, this is the point where I can get, and at the point 1 it is the point, then this is a plus 20 dB, then at 10 is the, at omega is equal to 10, I'll be getting, this is the point. So this is the line which is in increasing trend, okay, which is in increasing. The slope of this line, the slope of this line is going to be, the slope of this line is going to be plus 20 dB. Slope of this line is going to be plus 20 dB per decade. Okay, so this is 0 at origin. See, one pole at origin, this is reverse. See, it is like this. So one pole at origin, if you have one pole at origin, so this is one pole at origin, and the differentiation, if you show here, this is 1 0 at origin. So these are the two difference which you can get to know now. So in the previous we have drawn like in a decreasing slope, and for zeros, if you have in the open loop transfer function, it is in the increasing mode. It is in the increasing mode. Now, so if you look at, if there are, of course, magnitude is done. Now we'll go with a phase angle calculation. That is phase angle calculation. So phase angle calculation of this one, phase angle is equal to angle of G of j omega, H of j omega, which is angle of j omega. Angle of j omega is nothing but angle of 0 plus j omega. So which is tan inverse of omega by 0, which is tan inverse infinity. So tan inverse infinity is nothing but 90 degrees. So 90 plus 90 degrees here. And this is a phase angle for 1 0 at origin. Suppose, for example, if I have 2 zeros at origin, 2 zeros at origin in the sense, say this is going to be S into S, then this is going to be j omega, and this is going to be omega, and this will become omega square, and this will become 40 log omega. Means it has the slope of the line is increasing. So one pole at origin, the slope of the line is plus 20 dB. If the two lines are there, then the slope will become 40 plus 40 plus 40. So two poles that are there. If the three poles are there, then I will take the one more S here. Thus, it is going to be changed to j omega, and here it is going to omega. So omega cube I am going to get, then omega cube 3 into 20, it will become 60. So if 3 are there, it will become 60. So if I write the generalized, the slope of line when z number of zeros at origin, z number of zeros at origin can be written as plus 20 into z, plus 20 into z, dB per decade, dB per, this is the slope of the line. So if I have the minus 20, this is one pole at origin slope line, and if I want to show that is two zeros at origin, I have to show the slope of like this. Then 3 are there, then minus 60 onwards it will goes like this. So if the zeros are there, there will be a positive slope supplying in the initial Bode plot. If there are two poles at origin are there, two zeros at origin, then it starts from minus 40 dB. If 1 0 at origin is there, it starts from minus 20. One pole at origin there, then it starts from plus 20. Two poles that are there, then it starts from plus 40. And then 3 poles at origin is there, then it starts from plus 60. So now we can get to know how it can be drawn for the poles or zeros at origin. That is first factor and second factor we discussed. Similarly, angles, if you calculate this, if there are 3 angles, that is angle j omega, angle j. So one more tan inverse infinity is going to get, if I have one more angle of j omega, if we have here, so angle of 0 plus one more, it will come here. Angle of j omega means 0 plus j omega, and then tan inverse of omega by 0, then tan inverse into tan inverse. So 90 degrees into 90 degrees. As I told that numerator angles should be added, So phase angle will become plus 90 degrees, which is equal to 180 degrees. Similarly, if you have 3, that is angle of j omega, which is equal to 90.90 degrees. So all the three numerator angles will be added. That is 180 plus 90 degrees. So totally pi will become 270 degrees. It means that phase angle for the number of zeros, if I write 90 degrees into set. If there are one zero at origin, there is a plus 90 degrees is the phase angle. Then 2 zeros at origin, then we can say it is 2 zeros are there, we can say it is 180 degrees, plus 180 degrees, and 3 zeros are there, then we can get it is 270 degrees. So likewise, we can get the angles, that is phase angle when the zeros at origin are there. So in general, I can write now for all the things which I have done till now. So one is system gain K. First one is system gain K, which we can say magnitude, the contribution of slope to the magnitude line, to the magnitude plot, and the phase angle, So here, if you look at the system gain K, it has the magnitude, but it has the magnitude of 20 log K. It has the magnitude of 20 log K. That is, contribution of slope to the magnitude plot is going to be 0. It has only the magnitude. It has the magnitude is equal to 20 log K. Slope is 0. Slope is 0 dB per decade. Why? Because it is parallel to the x-axis. And what is the phase angle contribution? 0 degrees, because system gain K and phase angle is going to be 0 degrees, which we have discussed till now. That is next factor we have discussed, pole at origin. Say p number of poles at origin, the contribution is going to be here is minus 20 into p dB decibels per decade. This is the slope contribution by the p number of poles when they are at origin. What is the phase angle contribution? That is minus 90 degrees into p. Similarly, if z number of zeros at origin, then it contributes plus 20 into z dB per decade, then plus 90 degrees into z for the phase angle contribution. So this is the thing which you have discussed till now. So 1, 2, and then 3 things which you have discussed. So this is very, very important, which based on these 3, of course 2 or 3, these 2 or 3 I can say, because either of these will be present. Either P or either Z is going to be present in the calculation. So initial Bode plot is constructed. Based on this one. So magnitude plot for p number of poles if we have at origin, which gives the line slope is going to be minus 20 into p per decade is, and similarly phase angle. So we take based on this what conclusion we have drawn from the above. So initial Bode plot, if I draw the initial Bode plot, depends on combining the two factors, that is combining two factors. What are those two factors? One is system gain K, one is system gain K. The second factor is going to be either P poles at origin or Z zeros at origin. So either of these factors, combining these two factors, we can plot the initial Bode plot. We can plot the initial Bode plot. So this is what we can say. Mean the two factors to be combined first. The two factors can be combined. How these two factors can be combined? See, I'll explain that with means when the that is drawn, we have drawn the K value and we have found out the factor, that is K, one more factor, that is one pole at origin is given, say for example. Then we need to draw, say for example, I will take one example here. So we have a Z of S into H of S is equal to, say, because 10 will be easy to calculation, K is equal to 10, I'll take. So 10 by S. So here there are two factors. One is K, then one more factor is one pole at origin, So when I'm trying to draw initial Bode plot, that is the procedure is, first we need to draw the magnitude plot, for K. Then the second one is we need to represent, that is the slope of line, for P number of poles, Third one, this is very, very important, shift the intersection point of omega is equal to 1 and 0 dB line. Shifting this intersection point of omega equal to 1 and 0 dB line onto the 20 log K line. Means 20 log K line is here, right? So onto that we have, of course, we'll show how it can be shifted. Now, fourth one, draw parallel line to the line representing pole at origin, from the point obtained from step 3. So this is the procedure for combining the two factors. So that I'll draw by explaining this in the Bode plot. See, this is, so magnitude of this K is 20 log K, means 20 log 10. 20 log 10 is going to be 20 dB. So magnitude of this K factor is going to be 20 dB. So this is 0 dB, say plus 20 dB. So plus 20 dB line I'm going to draw now. So I'm going to draw plus 20 dB line. So taking, say for example, here, okay. So this is plus 20 dB line. This is the plus 20 dB line. Next is slope of the line, P number of poles. How many number of poles are there? One pole. So one pole contributes, I can write here, one pole contributes minus 20 dB per decade. So minus 20 dB per decade, in sense, how to draw that line? So minus 20 dB per decade line can be drawn. See here from this, that is, this is 0.1 and say this is 1 and say this is 10. So omega is equal to 1 line. So this is the, so plus 22. So the line is going to be, which is passing through this like this. So this is the point of intersection, that is omega equal to 1 and 0 dB line. So this is the 0 dB line. So 20 dB line. So this is what you can call as point of intersection. So that is the second step is also right. That is slope of the line for p number of poles. So we have drawn there is only one pole at origin. So that is why I have taken minus 20 dB line, because it contributes minus 20 dB per decade line. Next is third step, shifting the intersection point omega equal to 1 and 0 dB. So this is the intersection point which represents the omega equal to 1 and 0 dB. So this has to be shifted onto the 20 log K line. Where is the 20 log K? This is the 20 log K line. So you need to shift this point onto this. Means this omega equal to 1 0 dB point is there. No, that has to be shifted onto this. After shifting, this is very, very important. After shifting this point, we need to draw a parallel. See, draw parallel line to the line representing pole at origin. Which is the line representing? This is the line representing pole at origin. So draw parallel line to this line from the point obtained from step 3. Where is the point obtained from this is the point from step 3. So through this we need to draw parallel to this. So we need to draw the parallel to this. Parallel to which line? This line. Parallel to this line we need to draw. Okay. So this is the initial Bode plot line. This is what we can call it as resultant magnitude plot. This is what we can say resultant magnitude plot. So resultant magnitude plot in the sense it is a combining of K and as well as pole at origin. This is the combining of pole at origin. So this is what the initial slope of Bode plot. We can say we can get the initial slope of Bode plot from the resulting magnitude plot. So this is the very, very important step in the beginning of Bode plot. So once you understand this step, then it will be easy. Okay, right. So today we stop here.